We're just gonna start. It's fine. Well, I do want to see if I can go grab a Saurian really quick, because I want to see what those Saurians say. Because I did not know that pool was there. I just don't remember where to find one. I don't.
It's probably gonna be more like in the grass somewhere.
Oh, I see a Tepetlosaurus, but that's gonna take me a minute to get over here with. I guess I could climb with it. That's fine. I'm here just over your body. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. What do I do? I kind of wish they dropped their, like, items when you did this, because if you exit the Saurian, it doesn't, like, bring them back. They're just gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I please talk to...
What's the other thing that... Oh, if you, like, drown them, which I do it by accident, but if
I
you
just got an
drown
achievement
them...
for doing that. I thought I had already done that before, but...
You don't get items either for that, which I'm like,
yeah.
Again, I wish that they would drop an item at least.
Mm-hmm. It's a little oof. Okay, where... You want me to go this way?
Also, you don't maybe do it now, but maybe later when we're on the break. You need to, if you've got it unlocked, you need to read some of Kenichi's story stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's
I've heard that it's
dark.
very, very dark. I've heard people say, like, how is he Dendro? Why isn't he Animo?
Yeah.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
Oh, she's got the peeking thing on her mic happening.
No worries.
Yeah, that happens.
We've always
in this
valued
quest,
the strength of adventurers.
I don't know if it's the
given the current
if it was the company they were using
together.
or whatever, but yeah, they had some mic issues. Just
since we're facing the
Candace
same enemies, I'll
really
send you the
bad
intel
when she
we've collected on
launched.
the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've
I
got
like
some
his
good
shirt.
news.
I
The
have his
Pyro
shirt.
Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan.
Well, her outfit is
Given
great
how the
too,
Abyss
but
has
like
ramped
just
up its
his shirt
activities
to wear
lately,
over
we can no longer
like
afford to
another
act only
t-shirt.
after
Like I just
receiving
like the
news
color.
of an invasion. So the Pyro
Wait,
Archon suggested that the Scions of the
The
Canopy
guy,
and
his
the
like
Adventurers
blue
Guild
shirt.
focus on
Oh,
collecting
okay.
and disseminating intel.
Also, since when was
that way,
Catherine's name
we can stay
spelled
informed
like
of everything that's happening across the land.
That's a good question. I have to
don't
go back
remember
and
it.
look.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember it being spelled like that. But maybe that's because I'm used to a different spelling of Catherine. Interesting. Anyway.
Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break.
Every time you say that, Paimon, bad things happen.
Paimon knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
My cat just started snoring in the
Hey,
background
Katina!
again.
Are you feeling better now?
That line went by so fast. I don't know how to do Kachina's voice, so I'm not gonna try, but I'm still gonna read it. Yep, now really isn't the time to stay at home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas, so I came here to sign up. I'll do my best, and I also make sure to stay out of your way. The last thing I want is to add to your work. Oh, by the way, Shilonen told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She said that she's all set and we can head over whenever we're ready.
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names!
I do
Paimon
honestly
still
kind
can't
of
believe
want to try
anyone could forge
a
those
house
things.
voice, though.
I was like,
I'm gonna
I have
break my
this
throat,
weird
but it's fine.
wish. I know. It does sound fun. I'm reading it behind you, so I don't think I would be good at reading anything because I'm a little
Oh,
bit. It's a
right.
little delayed,
Right.
but that would be so fun to hear you try to do it. I bet you could.
Shilonen is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention. And we should properly thank her when we meet. Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go see Shilonen together? She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Everyone's so proud of you. I'm still just scared for you. Are you okay? Ah! On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while. Smoke and mirrors. Okay. Oh, that's weird. There's a commission over there.
Oh, and you can enable the focus mode if you need to.
Oh, that's true.
You may not need to, but
I'm just gonna do it just to... It says that only a commission is currently, like... I never really come in this entrance. I always just teleport straight to the Wyub stone, and I totally forgot that that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Until I saw it just now. Shilonen! Shilonen, I've brought the person who needs an ancient name. She's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
I do like her eyes a lot.
Yeah.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand
She's got
where
glitter
the,
on her
true
thighs!
difficulty lies now.
You upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
I love the glitter so much. When I was a kid, I always wanted so badly to do body glitter, but I could never find like actually good stuff. It was always super cheap, and so it would make me really itchy.
The Pyro Archon's
Yeah, that wouldn't be
requests are
fun.
always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here,
Did
and it'd be
Shalonen's
pointless to take
story
my anger
quest,
out on someone
and I won't
else.
say anything except to say that it was crazy. I did not expect it to be like
Oh,
that.
okay.
But
Definitely gotta do it at some
just
point.
because I understand her rationale doesn't
I
make me
literally
any less
just have
upset.
one story quest
After
left
all,
from
she must have
Fontaine
known
now.
that forging an ancient name for an
I'll
I'll probably
outlander
do
is an
the Shalona one
impossible
before
task.
that one, but I gotta do that one at some point just so that I'm caught up.
It's
There's
impossible.
no
I
rush
did
on
enjoy
that
the
one.
other day where I just left a couple different quests auto playing and was just drawing.
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I checked the Sumeru
under my belt.
Archon Quest, and I checked the Sumeru Archon Quest, and Catherine's name was spelled with a Y.
Okay. No, it wasn't the Y, it was the E at the end. That I was like, wait. Or at least the two things combined.
Okay, I'll look.
Yeah, I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
The traveler looks sad.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shalona just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how she and the Archon trust each other. Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her.
She was chill.
If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyab?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyup. The first person who comes to mind is Seat Lolly at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eats Talit.
Lolly.
Oh boy.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
He probably won't be very happy with us. We broke her thing.
Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well...
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Oh, guess what? He definitely won't because neither of them can talk right now.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great, then I'll contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Look, there's Kanich.
Yes. I don't know what to do with his voice.
Just make his voice more monotone. He doesn't
that's
change
true.
his voice much.
We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Nightwind and convince Sitlali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes, and then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memories suddenly flooded into her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as our current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Ororon. He also hails from the Master of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
They're in the same tribe, Paimon! That's right. Ororon was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life.
Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
I want to adopt him.
That's right. So in that sense, Auroron and Sitlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Sitlali could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the Fatui voluntarily or if he was coerced. Sitlali is probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes. If you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Sitlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Auroron situation.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
A little.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Sitlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head out right away.
Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. There are still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait for 2 days. Yeah, I wish you could like click in the blank space and wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Why do you not let me do that then? Oh, nice. I forgot that I set up an alert to tell me when ads play. Because I was like, you know what? It'd be good if, like, during that time, I'll just pause whatever I'm doing and, like, go to the bathroom, get a drink, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I'm gonna snooze it this time, I think. Because, I mean, you're the only one watching and you're not gonna see the ad anyway, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I don't have to deal with that right now.
What? I don't understand. Is that what it... Oh my gosh.
It's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
There it goes.
Hello, Ocelot.
Hey Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have, bad news. Sitlali did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response.
She's probably harboring him in her house.
But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go! running away?
Tashkanich. Or how.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might
Except
be
she is.
true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her.
I love her eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that she often
Yeah,
has
she does have a lot of great
very
things
high
in her
expectations
design.
of us.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that
just
old
feel
hag Granny Eatstily,
Like I
right?
can't
Is
pull
she-
for
is she gonna
character
join
right
us
now.
because she's famous?
Oh my gosh, Paimon, no.
Yep. Yep.
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Love her design.
Wait,
Yeah,
You're
her in-game
Lolly?
model looks so good.
you're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
Ah, she's so pretty! I love her design!
You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
the S's are not
go
her
thinking
fault.
it's a
That is
trick
her
either.
microphone.
see?
Yeah.
I'm barely wearing any
That
makeup.
is not her at all. That's her mic.
Yeah, no, they had some
Barely
mic
wearing
issues.
any makeup. Literally has huge blots of makeup all over your face.
Maybe some of those might be birthmarks. I don't
You
know.
also, you've never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age. Actually, we've seen a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Farazan is the first one that comes to
Yeah.
mind.
Uh-huh.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but
Disappointing.
she's actually pretty young.
You were complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I
You
guess
could've
we've
said that
just gotten
earlier.
used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to
Oh,
dry.
the head tilted down with the eyes up. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen that. That's so cute.
cute.
She's doing puppy eyes.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part, no? But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology.
Oh
Only
yeah,
to hear you all
I've seen
talking
that she
smack
has a
about me.
ton of facial expressions.
Yeah. Yes,
Anyway,
she does.
that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
But you gave
What's
one.
with that expression?
Oh my goodness.
Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
She's trying.
Anyway,
Okay?
Trying so hard.
Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
Ilonen explains the Pyro Archon's request, and I can't read
I
the rest of it
see.
because it goes
So
so freaking
Malika
fast.
has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first.
That's not what she said.
And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the
Oh
ancient
my gosh,
name.
look at the shrines!
What do you think?
They look like planets! They look like little planets!
Mm-hmm.
Don't do this to me, Hoyo.
No, I definitely try to get her.
Well, I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here.
And she's a super.
Let me take a good look at you.
I can use her with Razor.
I just hope I have some stuff left after going for the Pyro Archon.
Yeah. I hope I have some stuff left after going for Aurora.
Chaska.
Chaska.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, I'm just saving this patch.
Yeah,
Wealth
definitely
leads
have
to
save this
unending
patch.
conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds.
Oh, there's an ad break.
Go do your stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Sandals. Okay.
A weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest, will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Excuse me, what was all that supposed to mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
What?
No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
You didn't know we picked up a little visitor?
Apparently.
Isn't that kind of like having part of a ghost come back with you?
That was a cute head tilt.
It's nothing as serious as that.
Yeah.
If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's useful.
Shilonen,
somebody around
let's
who can
follow
do
your
that?
proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain.
Let's just go see him.
Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Let's go find this weirdo.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him?
Wow. That's the closest we've ever gotten to a confirmed age.
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention.
I think that the head tilt down, eyes look up is going to be the clenched fist of these acts, because I've already seen it like 3 or 4 times.
In any case,
Remember
we'll get
how
to
the
the bottom of
they're
this
good.
once we
was
manage
like
to get him
every
back here.
freaking scene like zoom in on
Yeah.
Clench Fist. What are you doing?
I'm truly
Yeah.
sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can count on us!
He's my child.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Let's go find the boy.
Go find her child. Oh shoot, my crystal fly trap is pinging. 1 second.
That's not Natlan.
It's not Natlan. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know why I always put it here, but I always put it here.
Nice. I should do that. I don't know why I stick mine back in Mondstadt all the time.
I think this is just the first place I finally figured out how to use it, and also it's right next to a teleport point, or specifically a statue. So I was like, hey, you know what? It's useful. Oops. No.
Locked up.
I'm glad he actually attaches to this.
Oh, I should have used him for that.
Karina's the best thing you can use.
Ship on up! Let's get it on!
Okay. Back. Spiral Abyss rewards. Oh, that's right. We get auto rewards if we finished it in the last cycle.
Mm.
I don't even have to do floor 9. Just skip it. Okay, back in that one. Not what I wanted to do, Kanichi, but okay. We love that 5 seconds of no fall damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's so pretty!
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan?
Hello.
Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Could you tell us a little more about him?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
That's all there is to him, and he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long
The way
time.
she said that.
And since they were disturbed,
oh, I'm gonna
they
give him an
secreted a
earful.
special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon
I
doesn't
didn't
see
have to be
anything.
convinced to go look for him. I was like, oh, you just said his
Oh,
name.
right.
I saw him in the
I
trailer. I'm
forgot
ready to go
your
look.
Yeah.
eyes don't naturally perceive such things.
I saw him in the the split second shot he's
Yeah.
in the original trailer.
Here, give me your hand.
this part.
Huh? How about now?
What do you see?
Can see the trail now.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
But we've seen some weird stuff, so.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's.
She was so excited, and then she just.
When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily
Paimon is
gifted.
fun in this quest.
Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly
I
might
might
say a lot of deep and confusing stuff,
go
but
attack
this
this
spell
one
of hers is really
Don't
something.
touch us.
What was that?
Oh,
All right,
I was just
let's finish
complimenting you.
this fast.
Really?
Surprise!
Target acquired. Everything
this
has
his
its
house?
use.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
I don't know.
It said he built it, like turned to. No, it's not. It turned to this when it said he built himself a house in the wild.
It could be.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me?
Are we getting her thoughts? Did she accidentally give us her thoughts? Why is it have question marks?
But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough?
Imagine
I've
being able
already
to
tried my
suddenly read
best to match
someone's
their
mind.
speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces just now,
I love her.
or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh, don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh? Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Seems Paimon heard the same voice, but she also looks like she understood what's going on. Let me think. Ah, it must be a side effect of the spell she cast.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
So we can hear her thoughts through telepathy. Wow, this is amazing. Something like this could only happen with Sitlali.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
You bet. Just leave it to us.
She doesn't.
She's
realize.
so cute. I love her.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look.
Let me go back there. I want this.
That little brat, I swear. I just hope he hasn't gotten himself into any real trouble.
This is go backwards.
Ugh, worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping, just take it or leave it.
The capybaras.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a
Wow,
bit
that
odd.
takes real skill, Paimon, to tell
Yup.
that.
I'm so proud of you.
Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast.
Got to find my
Leaving such a
child.
subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet.
My boy.
In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch.
And he'll work with her too.
He should, yeah.
If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But my darling grandson is also there. I can't have him playing crossfire.
I was not expecting her to actually call him that.
Oh yeah,
No,
no, she
I've got to be
totally
careful.
does.
Otherwise, he'd
She
get hit as well.
she definitely sees
How
him as her
annoying.
kid, basically,
No, I've got to stay calm
her
and
grandkid.
keep my composure.
Love her. Ooh, my water's nice and cold. For my poor burnt tongue. Oh, I ran into a commission apparently.
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Lolly looks pretty worried. Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, Auroron was being held captive by the Fatui. So, given the differences in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them.
Given there are two signals leading from here, we should split up as well. I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
Are we gonna be able to hear her thoughts
Auroron,
continue?
what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. Ah, you little brat.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yep.
Once Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
So the telepathy doesn't go both ways.
So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
I don't
Should
think
probably
Silali
tell
noticed
her.
I know.
Sorry.
Because
did
she
say
probably
that
has done that
quite
spell a
adept at
lot.
this spell, and
Like,
it doesn't sound like
yeah.
she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
or whoever she's used it on before didn't tell her that that was happening.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her. traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
There are traces of phlogiston here, but
Did you find something?
the trail completely ends here.
Huh.
You fly.
So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
That's right. This is all extremely strange. Also,
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
I was waiting for you to get to this part.
huh? Whose voice was that just now? Yo. What's happening? It's all black. Night Kingdom? How did I get here? Hello.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
What does this mean? Have you escaped the Fadui's custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie.
His bushy
like a
eyebrows.
false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only
His
left
dark
those
under
traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Yep.
It's the captain!
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. Your
Hello,
soul is
sir.
temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
So you are working together.
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
I'm fine. Was my soul forcibly removed from my body just now? That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm fine, just a little lightheaded.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
They were being truthful. Then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did. But should I trust them? I could just share everything with Paimon and Sidlali right now, but that'd mean giving up on the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either the Fatui or the Masters of the Nightwind. I suppose I'll stay quiet for now and see if I can find out anything else.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Thanks, everyone. I'm feeling fine now.
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Okay. Okay. What? And that's an hour. Okay. That's decent length for right now.
Yeah, I do like the next part, but I'm afraid it'll take even longer to get to a stopping point if we continue.
Right. I mean, the way Bible study is notorious for taking like a half hour to actually start, but...
Yeah.
I'm curious how... I think we're doing 3 and 4? Chapters 3 and 4 tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember if people said
Hal
that
loves
was gonna...
being antagonistic. Just
Proverbs hasn't proven to be super long, I think.
Yeah. I just want to have... Like, I want to be able to go and have time for this.
Mm-hmm.
Just because my day got so much more scrambled than I was expecting.
I'm good to jump back in as soon as we wrap up.
Alright, I will leave it here. And since I think you're the only one who has it open anyway, I'm just gonna go, woohoo! We'll be back later.